right here, right now. You have never ever seen a mega mansion as grand as this one anywhere in Africa. With an entire floor dedicated to the master bedroom, complete with a boutique walk-in closet, exquisite master bathroom, and a private outdoor lounge area. We've also added sprawling green lawns, a grand entrance, double volume living room, elegant spiral staircase, and an elevator for ease of access to multiple floors. Before we got our hands on this beautiful mansion, it was in a dire state. But now, we've transformed it into the perfect home for creating memories that will last a lifetime.
What we've done is given this home that personal touch that only fine urban can. Now let's start from the exterior. You can see that the outside of this house stands out. That is truly a fine urban touch. The greenery already tells you what this home is all about. And look at the detailing. We've played around with different textures of grass to actually create a wonderful landscaping experience. How unique is that? And the trees and the other bushes there. But of course, our pride and joy usually comes to the security that we're able to provide and the beauty of the perimeter wall. So here we've gotten a very delicate design, but we've put in those touches that will still make it feel unique. We have fabricated this design in between all these pillars. It's quite delicate, but it's exactly what this house needs. Our entryways are well renowned at this point. This gate has been a true labor of love, but I want you guys to get a really good feel of the design. That meandering design that we have now seen on the grass as well has played a really big part on the gate. I got to see this being fabricated piece by piece. I got to talk to our experts that were creating them, and learning how this gate came to be truly was very mind-blowing, very eye-opening, and this is a shining joy of this property. I can guarantee there's no one near this area who's going to have anything close to that. So now that we are within the property, we have a team of people hard at work laying down the cab row. We're figuring out the design and it looks wonderful. We're playing with organic shapes, but above all, the thing that really stands out about this driveway is the way we have curved out an area that is still going to bring in that green factor from the get-go. The way this entire place has been designed, it creates such a great driving experience for our client. And also, once we get into the house, you'll be able to see that all the hard work we're doing in terms of choosing the right materials, using the right designs, even the placement of the plants and flowers will really create great views even from the house. So we're really thinking about the design of this driveway from both the perspective of the person coming into the property and also the person who is within the house. We have so much space. We're going to have a parking area there. We're going to include a water feature. We want to continue creating that essence of serenity and peace as soon as you walk through those gates. As I'm looking at the perimeter wall, I can see the inside is also well covered with beautiful plants and flowers, almost kind of covering up that wall. It is stunning. This entire experience is completely wonderful. When it comes to going green, you guys have heard me singing the praises of the Going Green initiative, and truly I think this space exemplifies that. The vibrancy of the green grass and all the plant life that I'm seeing all along the perimeter wall, and of course the addition of this pop of color in this corner of the lawn is just the piece that was needed to bring so much joy to this entire property. There's a sense of serenity as I'm standing standing here, I can feel the gentle breeze. I can hear the birds. It truly does feel like you come alive when you get to spaces like this. When I talk about plush grass, I've come to learn as I worked with Fine Urban that not all grass is made equal. So we go out there and we pick the most comfortable grass. So when the kids are frolicking or playing around, they're having the best time possible on the softest grass possible. So you're not getting scraped knees and you can be worry-free as the kids run around, and you don't have to worry about having cabro everywhere. But I'm also enjoying the fact that we do have these slabs that are an easy pathway to walk on as you're transitioning from space to space. So you also have those visual things, but these really practical and functional elements as well. We also have a pergola here, which actually mirrors the one that we have way up there on the master bedroom. Let's go on up. So up here, we have more opportunities to lounge. You saw how incredible it is to experience these views from the house. So when you're outdoor and you still want to take that in, we wanted people to have a place where they can do that, and also just creating multiple spaces where if you're a large group, people can kind of section off and have different conversation and get different experiences of this area. So now let's take a look at the main structure. This entrance, again, from that entrance to this one, you're continuing with that sense of grandeur. This house feels unbelievable. I've been seeing comments for a while now where people are like, are we sure that's a house or is that a mall, you guys? This is a home. This is the standard we're setting. These are the dreams that you can achieve when you're working with fine urban real estate construction and interiors. These pillars, when you see the multi-dimensional way that the molding has been done, and then seeing the colors and the textures that have been chosen, it is truly a wonder to behold, and also just gives that essence of regality. Now, as we continue on, we can now start seeing the transition from the cabro to the tiling. We have some very, very inviting colors here. The dimensions of these tiles scream luxury. They have the subtle veining that kind of glitters in the sun, so that is such a special touch. And then on either side, we have these bells where we will have another water feature, so you never feel like you're too detached from nature. And we continue on. The house looks stunning. The colors are perfect. The use of molding and even the selection of the materials around each balcony really does scream luxury. And as you continue and you start interacting with the space by touching the doors to open it, we have these double doors. They have a bit of a bronze color to them, and the continuation of those personal touches with the fabricated design here, again creating a one-of-a-kind experience even as you're entering your house. And I truly feel like that's what the essence of luxury is, just being able to experience things that you're like, this is for me and my loved ones. At the entryway, the tiles switch up. You get a bit more color, a bit more character, which is telling you about the design of the entire house. As we go in, the colors are going to be warm, they're going to be inviting, they're going to be subtle, but they're going to be very, very impactful. And you can see that continuing on to the staircase. Now, as we continue on, I want you guys to notice how the light is pouring in. We also have the elevator here. I did a reel that really, we talked to the expert while they were installing it. So if you want to see that, just make sure that you're following us on Instagram so you can see and hear from the experts how we actually went about choosing the lift that was appropriate for this house and how long it can function and all the things that they needed to consider when installing a lift in a home. Now this way, we're gonna head into the living room. We also have a small corridor here that leads into a bedroom. So actually, let's begin with here. One of the most important things that we look at when looking at corridors, we need to ensure that they're wide enough, they invite enough light in, and also if they need extra assistance, we do lighting features that make sure that this place will never feel dark. We're entering bedroom number 1, where we have this bathroom. We ensured it was very spacious, and of course, when it comes to tile selection, the colors really matter, but also the installation and the dimensions of the tile have such a huge impact. And as for the floors, we have to ensure that there is traction there so you're not slipping about. Of course, when it comes to fittings, we're always sourcing the best of the best. Now, heading into the main bedroom area. You can see that we're very careful to use every inch of space. So whether we can have some display shelves at the entryway or even how we design out the TV wall feature, we want a seamless transition and the most use out of the space without compromising on how comfortable someone will be in this room. Now looking up at the gypsum design, very simple, clean, exquisite. Remember that this is a project that's looking into the future. Those are the things that age the best and age nicely with the house. You'll notice on this property that a lot of the rooms do have lovely big windows, so we're ensuring that the experience both inside the room and outside the room is quite pleasant. Now moving forward, oh look, this is what I'm talking about when I say we're really crafty to use every corner of the room. I hadn't even noticed this. This looks like it's the perfect place to have a shoe rack, so that is another beauty of getting a customized experience in your home. Over here, we have a transitional area. As you can see, the living room does have two entryways. So we have this transitional areas, and it looks like we're gonna have some electrical wiring there, meaning that we might have some lights highlighting this wall. And usually with walls like this, we find very interesting ways of decorating, whether it's an art piece or some wainscoting. I'm very curious to see how that's gonna turn out. Taking 2 steps and following the tiles, we're gonna enter the first family room in this home. That is quite a door. The tiles continue flowing into the space, and wow, what a huge room. I really love this space and appreciate the way you can already tell the functionality of a space by looking at the gypsum design that Fine Urban has installed. If you look at the designs of our gyms, our family rooms, sometimes our living rooms, we get a bit more exciting because they're supposed to be spaces that are stimulating. You're supposed to be having a lot of fun, and that's exactly what we've done here. This is such a dynamic design, very geometrical. So with a space like this, we of course want to include a kitchenette. This is going to be a very social area, whether it's just the family or having friends and family over and having like a movie night or just during the day. So this is going to be a space that's really going to be brought to life by the type of furnishings that are brought in. And the beauty of it is we also get tons of light. You can hear the sounds of nature all around. And we have these big sliding doors that lead to the outside and actually onto the rooftop of the gazebo. Stepping to the outside of the house, the party continues. We have this extension that goes all the way to the dining room that can be accessed from the family room, but also as you transition, you can see it's also accessible from the living room and then on forward to the dining room. This is such a great place to have a feature like this because Fine Urban has done such a great job in creating an allure to the outdoor spaces. I see so many people being drawn to an area like this because, of course, the work out here is just as meticulous as the inside, and also what we have done in terms of landscaping is just a way it's gonna call to you to be out here. Now, as we continue on, we can get to this section where I can see there's a bit of a barrier. Looks like we might have like an outdoor, maybe laundry area, kitchen area. We have the addition of these sculptures here, just adding more intrigue to the entire compound. Now we're gonna head back that way so we can take a look at the living room. Tile follows us from the entryway. It completely opens up. This is a double volume living room. The impact is incredible. I just love how it opens up. Of course, we have tons of natural lighting coming from those doors and the windows up there. And when we're looking up the gypsum design in here, we were able to make it a bit more playful because we have that height. So it's not really going to impact how this space feels. It's not going to feel cramped. It's not going to feel too busy because we have all this wall space that really let us play around with the gypsum design. And as always, it is the highest quality. We do love beauty, but we cherish quality even more. So we also have this wall here, which also will have something very interesting. But the thing that's here right now is this fireplace. I love that it has a more traditional feel, and even the craftsmanship when it comes to the molding has that same exquisite feel that we experienced on the outside of the house. And over here, we have ensured that we also have a shelf that serves both the dining and the living room, therefore also taking away some of that monotony that would be in this room. Now, my favorite feature has to be, apart from all the things I've mentioned, is these little cutouts in the tiles here in the living room. So spaces like this, is something that we've been implementing for the past few years. These are going to be places where we have sockets to maximize on making sure our client is as comfortable as possible. Moving on forward, we're heading, that's the other entryway we were looking at earlier. We're gonna head into the dining/kitchen area. The tile continues on with us. We have a really, really big white space here. You can see this shelving. I love this space. This is a family that enjoys coming together and sitting together. So it has enough space to have a very, very big dining table and a lot of seats here, and it'll still be easy to navigate. We also have nice, lovely windows on either side, letting in light. And of course, we still have those outdoor visual elements that will make this space interesting, not only from the inside, but also from what you see on the outside. We also have these massive sliding doors that look out onto the backyard. Heading on this way into the kitchen, I want you guys to pick up on how easy it is to go from space to space. This was originally a very big open space, but if you know us, as much as we love the open concept, we believe that the kitchen does deserve to have a bit of privacy. So we find a very interesting way of creating partitions that are really, really functional for both spaces, makes it easy to navigate between the two spaces, but also gives so much more counter space and cabinetry. So here you can see with the addition of this custom built island here, we are going to have plenty more counter space, tons of drawers and cabinetry. This is the beauty of working with a company like Fine Urban Real Estate Construction Interiors, because not only do you get the creativity of our lead designer, you also get the ingenious work of the experts that we work with when it comes to designing kitchens like this and making a truly one-of-a-kind experience. Last time I was here, all this cabinetry wasn't here, but I can immediately identify how well thought out it is. I can tell that we're gonna have a refrigerator here. I can tell that this is the building in an island here. Looks like we're gonna have a sink right over on this side. This is one of those spaces that can be really, really particular on how easy it is to go back and forth. So overall, this kitchen is going to be amazing. I can see we already have some more telltale mechanisms. I can't wait to see once everything is installed. But most of all, I really appreciate the amount of light that we're getting here, the simplicity of the gypsum design, and overall just feeling wonderful in a space like this. Over on this side, we're gonna have the chef's kitchen. This is where you're gonna have your heavy cooking happen, so any messes can be done out here, but once everything is ready, it's easily transferred into the main kitchen and ready to be served into the dining room. Again, navigation is very, very easy. Everything is very seamless. Moving on out, we're now gonna head up these lovely stairs. This was another labor of love, as I love to say. Fine Urban does everything with absolute passion. You're gonna get passion, you're gonna get care, and you're gonna get creativity. We're gonna follow the change of tile now, still going on with that warm tone. I always say it feels like I am gliding up these stairs because they were so impeccably done. So each step feels really, really easy on the knees. There's plenty of natural light, and they can see this being a house that will just age really well as the people who lived in it also age with it. Now, first landing, we're getting an idea of where all that light is coming from, these big open windows. We have great views as well, and a time like today is the perfect time to show you guys how it is very, very important to have these big windows. We preach the gospel of open up those windows, don't be afraid, make them big, and it's because you get this illumination and this really absolute brightness in the house, leading to it feeling bigger and more open. We have another stop of the elevator, and now we are going into the family room. Now, we saw the one downstairs, and I always say spaces like this are very, very multifaceted. I know I've gone into it when we were down there, but I just love that this could also function as like more private lounge for the family in this space. Of course, the thing that's really going to make the impact is just making sure it's as cozy as possible. We have the built-out TV wall. We have great views, big open space, simple gypsum design. This would actually be a perfect room to have like a projector. I can see that being a really great idea, but I can't wait to see once the furnishings come in. We have this corner here. This is going to be the designated kitchenette, which is just a convenient thing to have so you don't have to run up and down the stairs. And of course, this room also has these huge sliding doors leading outside, and we're again getting those beautiful views of Tattoo City and the backyard. So going back inside, we have another bedroom right in here.
You can see the theme has completely transformed. Here we're playing with gray and black, but we're staying consistent with the story the house is telling and also that sense of luxury. I love how the black really contrasts with the gray. The installation of the fittings is already in, and of course the lighting is in situ. We also have the toilets. The installation is always done in a way that's very, very seamless. The cistern is completely hidden. Our plumbing guys and electricians, sometimes they work magic on these houses. Now for this bedroom, again, we're just gonna take a look at how we have placed the cabinetry. I can see we still have a shoe rack here. We have some folding areas, hanging areas, drawers over this side as well in this little nook here. I was very curious what this space was going to be used for, but I love to see that with customization, we were able to make that another area that would have tons of cabinetry. And then we have a big open space which would easily hold a big bed in here. We're never about cramping the space, and we see the gypsum design in here has those softer edges but still being illuminated by that warm glow. And for that little nook over there, because it might get a bit darker, we have some pretty strong spotlights in there. This room also does have views to the front of the house, and through this balcony it will be a great place to perch, have a small seat here, and you can see we've already put in the safety glass for anyone who was worried that this house was not safe. I would tell you guys, keep an eye on the project because things are always changing. As I tour these bedrooms, because each one of them really does feel like it has its own character, I like to ask, what is your favorite room? So as I'm going through, take those notes and let me know in the comments down below at the end of the video. So here we have a great view into the living room. Here it's where you can really take in that double volume experience, get closer to the gypsum. We're still getting the benefits of that light from those big windows. We have another viewpoint from here as well. So here we're in a hallway. I love how this house has been designed in a way that you kind of get these small corridors, small hallways that kind of designate certain areas as private. So we have a hallway here, 2 bedrooms on either side of it, and we have these slats in the wall that we implemented to make sure that this hallway was getting as much light as possible. We've implemented the spotlights again, and here we have another bedroom. You can see over on this side we have the TV wall with our signature touch. Such a wonderful way to just add some texture into a room. It looks like we're building out a unique headboard. I love when we do things like that because these are things you can't go out in the market and buy. It's one of a kind, truly one of a kind. There is a true art and appreciation to supporting local talents and using local materials and doing things like that. There's just something very exquisite about that experience. This room also gets plenty of lights. We have that window over there. We have these big open doors, but let's take a look at the bathroom before we step out on the balcony. So we have it's a walk-in closet because we have a small hallway here. But yeah, you can see here we've tucked in all the cabinetry. There is a true balance as I'm going through. I'm not feeling like one room is getting so much cabinetry and another one isn't. It's really, really smart how we've been able to play around with the different sizes and shapes of the room to find the perfect placement for cabinetry and ensure that everybody is getting plenty of storage. So we also have the hanging areas, plenty of drawers, plenty of folding spaces. So this is going to be a fantastic space. Now looking into the bathroom, this one has more brownie tones. I can see we have a little ledge over the bathroom where it would be great to balance things. I can see that we have a designated area for the shower. This one feels particularly warm, but the one thing that is consistent through all these bathrooms, I guarantee you, nothing is going to be bumping. No doors are going to be bumping into fixtures. Now going over to the other side, let's take a look at this room. So for this room, we have a walk-in closet. Storage is continuing with those beautiful materials. I can see some wonderful display areas. And then over on this side, we have the bathroom. This one also does have those warmer tones, but with like a bolder character. It's a little change, but it really, really is impactful. We have the toilet bowl in, the shower area, and of course, we have a nice big window for lighting. And then we continue on into the main room. This looks like where we are going to have the headboard. We have the lights over there, we have the switches over there, and we have this beautiful bidding detail over there. We also have that beautiful shelving. The gypsum designs have been consistent. We're getting those simple touches done very cleanly, highlighted by a very intentional placement of light. This room also does have these massive sliding doors that lead to the outside, where we are again looking down at the hard work that's going on outside with the cabro and just get the full impact of this property. But this person is definitely going to have a fantastic view. So we're going to continue following the slope and the swell of the staircase all the way up. And these stairs are also going to incorporate lighting. You guys know we love the impact of how the light looks, but also just creating that another layer of safety and security. This floor also has those big windows for light, but we wanted even more light that penetrates not only onto this floor, but all the way down as well. And that's why we put in this skylight. It's such a modern touch. It's gorgeous, and it's so well incorporated within the gypsum design. The finishing is absolutely impeccable. It's meticulously done. I really, really love how it feels seamless. But as I was speaking about the gypsum, I kind of looked behind and I realized this might be the best vantage point to get a close look at the entrance area. When I tell you every corner is well thought out, that is one of the spaces where we didn't have to go that extra mile, but because we are selling true luxury where you get to enjoy every angle of your house, whether it's visually or interacting with it, this is such a great way to showcase that, because I can attest that as I'm looking at the tops of the pillars and I'm looking at that gypsum design, the amount of work that's gone on the inside as we're touring is the exact same amount of work that has gone to ensure that this view is also chef's kiss. So moving on forward, we've come to the last stop of our elevator right over here, and we're gonna go, let's go this way. We have a couple of stairs that are leading up to the rooftop, but we also have a door here leading into a bedroom. We have a really big open bedroom here. Yes, the elephant in the room, there is no cabinetry. That doesn't mean that this room is not going to have any cabinetry. It definitely will. But here we can take a look at the gypsum design. I see the implementation of those soft corners again with the recessed slides and the cove lighting in there. Big open space. But this room has one of my favorite bathrooms. The selection of the dimensions and the character in the tile and the way the light bounces off it actually adds a sense of like mystique to this bathroom, therefore elevating the experience. So instead of feeling cramped, you actually feel like you've almost entered an exclusive area. So I absolutely love this style. We also have the big lovely window there and the gypsum design, simple, exquisite. We are now going to head into the master bedroom. Now welcome to the master bedroom here. Let's start with this side of things. We have a home office. This is one of those spaces we found clients requesting more and more, and we want to make sure that they're getting the ultimate comfort. So we are going to continue that theme of customization when it comes to shelving, so it better fits their day-to-day needs of storage and display. We're going to have a whole setup here, and it's going to be fitting for the client's needs. We have another shelving area here, very interesting with the different dimensions and the incorporation of this bidding detail both at the top and all throughout the design. And then over on this side, we're going to have a small lounge area, a couple of seats here, because we're going to have that indoor-outdoor experience because of how it's joining with the balcony and looking out into the views. I said everybody in this house is going to have absolutely gorgeous views. This bedroom does get views out onto the front of the house, at the cabro, at the entryway, at all the plants around the perimeter wall. But this room also has views on the other side, which I think is absolutely spectacular, whether you want to come and sit on this side or you want to be on the other side. So all these opportunities to fully enjoy. We have the continuation of the slats on the wall as well, just to transfer that light into this space easily. And now we're definitively crossing over into the main bedroom section. This is huge. It's similar to size to the family room we saw downstairs, and then on the first floor, and now up here as well. There's just like a harmony with the sizes. This is absolutely huge, and this is what you want your master bedroom to feel like. And to kind of keep in that essence, we've gone with a simple geometrical shape in the circle, highlighting it with the cove lighting. We have the TV wall right over On this side, customized as always. Looks like we're going to have the kitchenette. Over on this side, you never want to have to run downstairs or use the elevator. In this household, you could use the elevator, but you could have all your bottles of water. The first thing you want to do is have a coffee in the morning. You could have all that set up here so you start your day on the right foot. And we have all the electrical wiring done. If you're going to have the TV on the side, it is reasonable to presume that you're going to have your headboard over here, which is not a bad place to be situated because, again, the views are incredible. Of course, we're going to have curtains in, but on those mornings where you just want to take it all in and thank God for your life, you could open the curtains, look out, and all you get to experience is greenery. It's wonderful. This room, this house is wonderful. The bedroom also has the views I was telling you about. Another set of huge sliding doors, looking out beyond into the backyard. Again, there's so many different things. You can take in the secret garden from this angle. You can look at the outdoor gazebo from here. It has this pergola to protect you from the harsh African sun, so you could easily be very, very comfortable out here, again, breathing in that fresh air. Continuing on in, another definitive marker that you're transitioning from one space to another is the continuation of the use of bidding from space to space. We're now entering the walk-in closet. In the walk-in closet, the most important thing is understanding the client and their day-to-day needs. What are their favorite things? What things do they love to collect? How much stuff do they have? Who needs more space than another? That way you're creating a balanced walk-in closet for your client. This is the master bedroom, so it's not unreasonable to presume it will be shared by two people. So you want to make sure that it's catering to both of them. So that's why from the get, I can see that the woman has been considered here by the addition of a vanity. We will have those Hollywood vibe lights on it. We have an island here that's still in the making. Plenty of hanging space, beautifully done, bidding all around. Plenty of hanging space, drawers, drawers, drawers. I always sing the praises of drawers. It just makes it super easy to be organized. We have like a display wall here. I'm even looking at that area there, more storage. And as we go this way, there's a great balance on either side. I'm sure we're gonna be using lighting, the strip lights to highlight everything so nothing is ever out of sight. So you're fully enjoying your wardrobe day to day. You're not missing out on some of your favorite items because they're so far tucked in and you can't really see anything. These are going to be such a convenient, easy way to get ready. And of course, light is also very, very important. When you have an island like this, your jewelry, your glasses, maybe your ties, your watches, it makes it so easy to have your accessories in one place and not have to take up unnecessary spaces in other areas. Now, heading into the master bathroom. Every time I come here, there's something new, bringing that vision to life. We're gonna have these huge glass doors here. The tile is exquisite. I've always sang the praises of the installation. Over in this section, we have the shower area, we have our toilet bowl in situ, and of course, we're still out looking for the best fitting tub that will go here. It's gonna be incredible. Right, over here, this is the pièce de résistance. The clever use of either side to create an opportunity for more storage, again, avoids having to run back and forth and interact with the walk-in closet. You could have all your extras in here, all your tissues, towels, soaps, shower gels, shampoos, everything. Of course, we're gonna have the his and her sink here. The placement of this is miraculous. As I said, the way this room has been set up is to give you the best start to the day. And not just this room, every room we've been into, it just feels like there's no way you're not gonna feel like you can conquer anything every day when you wake up and have the types of views that I've been showing you guys throughout this tour. And we have one more space to look at out here. We have the outdoor lounge area. Now, you know how we design our master bedrooms is in a way where we let the masters of the house fully enjoy the fruits of their labor. So we like to create shared spaces for entertainment, but then we want the master bedroom to have its own space where it's just for the two of them, where they can come and relax. So this is what that space is. Plenty of space. We're going to build out like a small bar area. We put in all the safety features, and of course you're getting that beautiful breath of fresh air. We're going to have a couple of comfortable seats out here. It is going to be like their own personal haven, and I just love
Again, the views from each and every corner is out of this world. The pops of color, the plush carpet that is the grass, looking out at the gazebo, the greenery that surrounds us. Truly, it is a magical experience. We have come to the end of yet another incredible tour. I want to say a big thank you to all of you who have stayed with us to the end of this video. Your support means so much to us. Remember, every time you see my face on screen, it is because Fine Urban Real Estate Construction and Interiors wants Kenyans and Africans and people beyond the borders to know the possibilities of what your dream home could be. So if there's any ideas that you've seen throughout this tour and you're like, I would love to have that in my project, or you have been at a stop and you just don't know where to go to complete your wildest dreams, I am here to tell you that you have found the guys for the job. So don't hesitate. Leave a comment down below. Let us know, what is your favorite part of this house? What would you love to have in your dream home? And go even further. Give us a call, come to the office. Let's sit down. Let's discuss how we can make your dreams come true. If you've enjoyed this video, then I can tell you you're going to enjoy all of our videos. So if you're not subscribed, make sure that you are subscribed. So next time I come here within just a few weeks to see this house done, you can be there and we can see the beauty of this house coming into fruition.